Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on August 9, 2023. Almost 100 suspects arrested in child sex trafficking ring in massive bust. The Independent, U.S. arrests 79 people linked to global pedophile ring that was busted after high-profile murders of 2 FBI aides. Daily Mail, police break up sophisticated global pedophile network. The Telegraph, Australian police arrest 19 for child sex abuse offences after FBI tip-off. Niger coup, fact-checking misinformation spreading online. BBC, Niger coup, Wagner Day take advantage of instability, Antony Blinken. BBC, Gravitas, can Wagner save Niger's dictator general? WION, Gravitas, can Wagner save Niger's dictator general? Gravitas shorts. WION, Gravitas, can Wagner save Niger's dictator general? 5 people killed in Cape Town taxi strike violence. BBC, 2 fatally shot on 5th day of protests in South African city of Cape Town, France 24 English. France 24 English, 2 people shot dead amid violent protests in Cape Town. Evening Standard, Melanie Verwoerd, give and take needed from both sides to end taxi strike. News 24, South Africa, at least 3 dead in minibus strike paralyzing Cape Town. Trump lawyers ignore judge's instructions as they request date for hearing. The Independent, judge in Trump election interference case calls for protective order hearing. NBC News, Trump lawyers asked to delay hearing in 2020 election case. NDTV, Trump News Today, Trump ramps up attacks on indictment at New Hampshire rally as lawyers ignore judge's orders. The Independent, judge considers limits on what Donald Trump can reveal about election subversion case. EU country buys 49 second-hand Leopard tanks for Ukraine, arms dealer says. The Guardian, deal struck to send second-hand Leopard 1 tanks from Belgium to Ukraine. Al Jazeera English, deal struck to send Leopard 1 tanks from Belgium to Ukraine. Voice of America, VOA News, deal struck to send German-made Leopard 1 tanks from Belgium to Ukraine. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Belgium just found another 30-old Leopard 1 tanks for Ukraine. Why talk of a UK doctor exodus is premature? UK launches crackdown on sanctions busting by Russia's allies. The Independent, UK sanctions tech firms supplying hardware to Putin's war machine. The Telegraph, largest ever UK action targets Putin's access to foreign military supplies. Government UK sanctions target foreign suppliers to Russian military. Voice of America, VOA News, UK sanctions entities in Turkey, UAE, Iran for alleged role in Ukraine war. Thailand king's estranged son makes surprise return after 27 years. The Guardian, the second son of Thailand's king returns to the country unexpectedly after decades of estrangement. The Independent, second son of Thai king visits country after 27 years. Reuters, king's estranged son makes surprise return to Thailand after 27 years. CNN, Thailand king *S second son makes surprise return to homeland after 27 years. July was world's hottest month on record, climate scientists confirm. The Guardian, July enters history books as hottest month on record. Financial Times, it's official, July 2023 was the hottest month on record by far, France 24 English. France 24 English, July confirmed as the hottest month on record. The Independent, July was the planet's hottest month on record. Portugal fires, tourists flee Odemira as wildfires spreads to Algarve in 46°C heat. The Independent, Portugal battles wildfires as temperatures soar, BBC News. BBC News, Portugal battles wildfires amid third heat wave of the year. BBC, major wildfire burns thousands of hectares of land in southern Portugal. Guardian News, tourists flee Odemira as wildfire spreads to Algarve in 46°C heat, Portugal update. Russia-Ukraine war live, 2 drones shot down near Moscow, says Russia, in latest attack on capital. The Guardian, Russia shoots down 2 armed drones headed for Moscow. Al Jazeera English, Red Circle live, Russia shoots down 2 Ukrainian drones headed for Moscow, mayor says. France 24 English, With new weapons slow to arrive from NATO allies, Ukraine surprises Putin with sea drones. The Philadelphia Inquirer. Ukraine declares war on Russia's Black Sea shipping. Niger coup. Wagner taking advantage of instability. Antony Blinken. BBC. Niger. How will the coup affect the global market for uranium? DW News. DW News. Niger coup leaders rebuff diplomacy bid as summit considers military action. The Independent. What is happening in Niger, and how could the coup there affect the region? The Washington Post. Russia's Wagner taking advantage of Niger coup instability, U.S. Secretary of State says. BBC News. Amazon nations fall short of agreed goal to end deforestation. BBC. Indigenous communities demand greater change as Amazon Rainforest Summit begins. Guardian News. Amazon nations fail to agree on deforestation goal at Brazil summit. Euractiv. Carbon credits, land grab or the Amazon's future? BBC. Will carbon credits be a new green windfall for Brazil? France 24 English. Roe v. Wade. Could abortion bans put my IVF at risk? BBC. Turmoil over U.S. abortions turns spotlight on safe havens for newborns. Colombian drug kingpin Dairo Antonio Usuga sentenced to 45 years. BBC. Colombian drug lord and paramilitary leader jailed for 45 years in U.S. The Guardian. Otoniel. Drug lord who had rival buried alive jailed for 45 years. The Times. Notorious Colombian drug trafficker Otoniel sentenced to 45 years in U.S. Al Jazeera English. Bronx judge snubs apology from cartel boss more prolific than Escobar. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.